Hello, hello.
Hey, bud.
All right, about 1.5 minutes to go, about 90 seconds.
Hey, can you also do me a favor? At some point, once we get rolling, can you pull up the live stream on YouTube and just see if our audio is okay?
Okay. All right. Okay.
I made a switch on the back of the mixer and see if that might keep it. It's been clipping really bad here lately, so.
I'm going to give you a sound check. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2.
Are we check 1 2, check
that
check,
too
1,
hot
2?
Or
That sounds pretty good to me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll roll whenever you're ready. We're 20 minutes away. We can go.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Go here in about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Did you record? Did you want me to record some of the game, or just parts of it, or?
No, I got the recording. So.
You got it. Okay.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
It's time for Carterville Lions Sports. It's the Carterville Lions on NewsRadio WJPF. Hear the Lions roar all season long with SIH, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, IBEW Local 702, SIU Credit Union, and Childers Orthodontics. The Lions are also powered by Ron Ward Chevrolet, First Mid Bank and Trust, John A. Logan College, Joe's Lawn Care, and the Polar Whip. These businesses also support the Carterville Lions, McDonald's, the Bank of Heron, University Mall, People's National Bank, the UPS Store, and Fat Ella Plumbing. The Carterville Lions play right here with Southside Lumber, the Sweatshop, Weller the Florist, and Family Foot and Ankle Center. It's time for the Carterville Lions on WJPF. Here's Scott Hudson and Dave McKenzie.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy Friday night to you. It's Dave McKenzie along with my broadcast partner, Mr. Scott Hudson at Carterville High School homecoming weekend for the Lions. And tonight, Scott, it's conference play that kicks off, and the Quoin Indians are in town.
Yeah, Quoin, an interesting team. They're 2-1 on the season. Their schedule probably hasn't been as tough as Carterville's, but yet they're 2-1, coming off a big win over Heron last week. Of course, Carterville coming off the big win at Murfreesboro last week, 31-21. This Carterville team is getting better each and every week, and now they face a tough Quoin team who is always physical.
Carterville coming off an impressive win a week ago. Scott Hudson on the road at Murfreesboro, and always a tough Murphy opponent, but that was an impressive win for the Lions.
It was, and I think what impressed me the most is how things started to unravel at the start of the fourth quarter. Carterville, you know, they were shell-shocked for about 5-6 minutes, but they were able to regroup. They were able to find a way to win the game with that long, time-consuming drive near the end of the game where they scored on a pass from Hellriegel to Biddle for a touchdown, and that's what good teams do. They find ways to win games when things aren't going their way.
Absolutely. You talk about that. Carterville was up 24-7, and it was a turnover that led to a touchdown, and Murphy executed a perfect onside kick, got the ball back, went down and scored again, and I know our hearts were racing there for about the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Well, I think Carterville at that point just got to take a deep breath. Realize how you got to the point where you're up 24-7. You were the dominant team, you were the better team, and just get back to the basics. And I think after that, I think the big play obviously was Townsend Barton's interception that led to that last drive where Peyton Biddle scored on a pass from Hellriegel. But it was a very good game to watch, a little nerve-wracking at times. But again, I think Carterville's gotten better each and every week.
Absolutely. This is the Children's Orthodontics pregame show, and with it being homecoming, I had a chance to, as we do every week on our pregame show, talk to head coach Brett Dial. We talked about the fact that this game, the homecoming, is early this year for the Lions. He kind of explains that to us and kind of gets us set for tonight's game. It's the Children's Orthodontics pregame show. That's Scott Hudson. I'm Dave McKenzie, and we will continue here with Lions. Al joining us on our Children's Orthodontics pregame show, Scott Hudson, and I'm kind of glad they moved the game up, the homecoming game up a couple weeks.
Yeah, and as I told you earlier, with what we went through last year, you're just happy to have a homecoming, whether it's first week or last week. But it's nice to have it. And he made a very good point. Having Madison on the schedule, you don't know. They're from the Metro East area. You might have an outbreak of COVID. They may not be able to come down, and that would really be a bummer. So they're going to get the homecoming game in, had the parade yesterday. And it would be a great way to end a great week with a win over Quoin tonight.
Absolutely. Pre-game festivities taking place here at Lions Field, and about 10 minutes away from the kickoff. And there's a lot of great games around Southern Illinois tonight. I think, you know, conference play, we're talking about that. Anna Jonesboro, we got that's playing. That's our next opponent. Looking forward to seeing how that turns out for them tonight.
Yeah, I think A.J. plays Massac County. You know, Massac County, no, I'm sorry, A.J. and Massac played last week. So A.J., I'm not really for sure. Maybe has to be a conference game. So we know Heron's playing Benton. So, of course, that's on the other side. So they've probably got, I don't know if it's Nashville tonight or who they have. You know, another game, you know, let's go back a week ago when Johnson City had their big win over Fairfield. You know, do they have a letdown tonight? I think they're playing Hamilton County. Do they have a letdown at Centralia, I believe? And Marion, probably their toughest game of the early in the season. Marion goes to, I believe, Cahokia.
In Nashville. That's the matchup tonight at Nashville. Then you also have Carbondale at Centralia, Marion at Cahokia in the Black Diamond Conference. Then you have Hamco at JC at Johnston City. County coming up tomorrow, so that we'll keep you up to date on those scores as we go through the night.
Yeah, a lot of good games that we'll be watching. In the Black Diamond Conference, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
So
we'll go on and take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue and talk about the Quoin Indians and the Carterville Lions.
Interest rate and save easier with a balanced any SIU credit union location, or go online at siucu.org for more information.
SIU Credit.
There in Carterville, still get them, Lions.
Absolutely, and a long-time tradition here at Carterville. They're out right down the corner, right where they are 2-0, a perfect 2-0. Of course, they didn't play in week 2 of the high school football season. They've one of just a couple of schools, Scott, that has really been helped.
Been told they've got everybody back. This is a big Quoin line. They've got 2 kids over 3. Carterville's offensive line, just like everybody else on the Carterville team, they've gotten better every week.
We're lined up on the sideline. We're going to go on and take our final break here on our Children's Orthodontics pregame show. When we come back, Kickoff is next.
Providing medical care for patients with foot problems from simple to severe. Treatments such as diabetic foot care, diabetic wound care, painful fungal nails, painful ingrown nails, heel pain, ankle pain, bunions, and hammer toes. Dr. Mindy Moore at Family Foot and Ankle Center of Southern Illinois in Carterville is a proud supporter of your Carterville Lions. Call 98.
Your order ready when you arrive. No long lines, no waiting. 988-9210. Oh, how about a bowl of chili? How about a double cheese? How about those sliced hot dogs? How about a hot ham? If you get a platter, you'll save even more money. Fried pickles, I could go on and on, but let me just tell you, how about
Available at the UPS store. They're just what you need for protecting, securing, and disposing of proprietary documents. Oh, so I can do less worrying. The UPS store. Everything for small business. And, of course, shipping. Trading services are provided by Iron Mountain Information.
Scott Hudson, our Children's Orthodontics pregame show continues, and let's talk about the Carterville Lions. Scott Hudson, last week the Lions had a great game. They gave up a couple of touchdowns there in the third quarter to make it close, but all around, that was an impressive game.
Yeah, you go up to the start of the fourth quarter, Carterville dominated that game on both sides of the ball. They shut Murfreesboro's running game pretty much down, except for a couple of long running plays. But Carterville showed on offense that they can throw the ball where they were into Murfreesboro.
And, don't forget, you can not only listen to the game here on video, and hopefully that'll pan out here shortly, but just go and search Carterville Lions, Quoin Indians at Carterville Lions, September 17th, and that will good chance. Doing the kicking, he stands as Harsey approaches. Little squib kick is going to be taken by the up back. That's Peyton Biddle that picks it up at about the 20-yard line, carries it out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line, and that's where the Lions will start. 1st and 10 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, good field position to start your first drive. Of course, Carterville without Blake Berkey tonight. Family.
Sister's getting married, Scott Hudson, and so.
Well, if you want presents from your sister down the road, you better go to her wedding.
This is true. Carterville breaks huddle, and they start with two receivers over on the far side. In the backfield, Nolan Hartford, the running back, but it's the toss out to Peyton Biddle, loses the ball, picked up, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Indians. As if Peyton Biddle got hit, he got spun, and the ball just popped right into the air, one hop, and picked up, I believe, by Camden Waller for the Indians.
There's a flag on the play, Dave, and I saw it. For some reason, a DuQuoin player shoved a Carterville player in the back for no reason. He was already going to score, and I can only imagine that DuQuoin's head coach is going to be livid. If he didn't see it live when he sees it on tape, he is going to, there was no reason to shove the Carterville player in the back. So that's going to cost DuQuoin 6 points.
And so instead of a touchdown, it's going to be DuQuoin football.
And it was just one of those. As a coach, you know, you'll see that and you'll think, why? But it's a break for Carterville. Their defense played very well last week against the run. Now they're going to be asked to put up a big stop here inside Carterville's 20-yard line.
They are going to put the football down right on the 20, so the Indians are going to start 1st and 10 from the red zone at the 20. So for DuQuoin, it's their quarterback, David Lee. In the backfield, Lee takes the snap, gives it to his running back. That is Nick Brown, who picks up about 5 yards as he carries it down to about the 15-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 5 for DuQuoin.
Well, one thing about DuQuoin over the years, they have running backs that run hard. I don't care if they're smallish backs or if they're the big backs. They will run hard. And like I said, they've got a very big offensive line.
They have about 3 or 4 different guys that will carry the football, too. Of course, David Lee, the senior quarterback, the 6-foot senior quarterback. In the backfield once again, behind him, that's Nick Brown at the running back. 2 receivers to the right. Put a man in motion. Lee's going to keep it, carries it down to about the 10-yard line, and that's probably going to be a 1st down for the Indians.
They missed a hold on one of the Carterville players. He was coming right up the gut,
That was
he was held, but the official didn't see it or didn't want to call it.
Gain of 4, actually, as they mark it at the 16, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. Just about 10 minutes remaining. Lee gives it to his fullback, 1st down and more as he carries it down close to the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal now inside the 10 for DuQuoin.
Now they're just running the ball in between the tackles, and talking to Kenny Stillman, the color analyst for the Heron Tigers today, and he said they will run the ball between the tackles a lot.
Ball is marked at the 7-yard line, so 1st and goal for the Indians after the Lions fumble on the first offensive play. But
Carterville coach Brett Dye wanted, but got to overcome mistakes sometimes, and you'd rather have one early in the game than late.
See if the Lions can get a stop here as Lee gives it to his fullback again, but he's able to power his way into the end zone. Touchdown for the Quoin Indians, and it comes at the 9:25 mark of the 1st quarter.
Well, DuQuoin made Carterville pay for the turnover.
I didn't see the number on the fullback.
I didn't either.
But it is 6-0 DuQuoin. And on to do the kicking will be Braden Harsey for the extra point. With the hold, it will be Camden Waller. The snap, the hold by Waller. The kick is up, and it is no good. And so with 9:25 remaining here in the opening quarter, Carterville Lions, after the turnover, get the ball back here, trailing 6-0. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
At the Bank of Heron, we know that between family and work, it can be a challenge to find the time to take care of things like going to the bank. And really what you need is a way to do your banking on the go. Well, we've got good news, but now you don't have to. The Bank of Heron, it's not just an assistant during your orthodontic journey. He is also the #1 Invisalign provider in Southern Illinois. Dr. Childers offers free consultations at all 3 of his locations, Heron, Benton, and Harrisburg. Check out his website at childersbraces.com for more information. Dr. Childers will help you achieve the smile you've always wanted.
The kickoff by the Quoin Indians is covered up right at the 30-yard line up by the Lions. And so, once again, Carterville will start 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, just got to regroup. Biddle had about a 6-7 yard gain on that pass, and just got the ball knocked out. And so I think this Carterville offense will be fine.
Nice crowd on the far side by the Lions. Of course, homecoming always draws a good crowd here for Carterville as they are right below us here at Lions Field. Here is Andrew Hellriegel from the shotgun. Hartford in the backfield. Hellriegel's going to keep it right off right tackle. Carries out across the 35, bangs his way out near the 40-yard line, about a yard short of a 1st down, but that's a nice 1st down play for the Lions.
Yeah, gain of about 9. Hellriegel just with the ball fake, went up the middle and ran right behind that big offensive line.
9:02 remaining here in the opening quarter.
Brought down by several Indians.
Hellriegel
for the Lions.
Had a nice game last week for the Lions. Threw for 100 yards. Takes the snap, gives it to Hartford. Nolan Hartford, the running back, puts his head down, has the 1st down and more. They're going to give him the 42-yard line, which will be enough for a Lions 1st down.
Yeah, he got just enough for a 1st down. Nice surge by the defensive front for DuQuoin. They've got some size as well.
He's brought down by a whole tribe of Indians. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the
Eli
Lions.
Morse is back with the Lions this week. We're down. It's going to be a gain of about 2, bringing up 2nd and long for the Lions.
Yeah, Willie Moore with a very nice play to keep that play from going anywhere.
2nd and 9 from the 43 for Carterville. Hellriegel, he'll operate the entire game from the shotgun. Wings it out right side. Townsend Barkin has it. 1st down to the 40-yard line inside DuQuoin Indian territory to about the 37-yard line, but that was a big play and a great throw and execution by the Lions.
Yeah, Hellriegel had to throw that ball quickly because they had a defensive back coming up. I thought maybe it was going to knock it down or even intercept it, but it had a lot of mustard on it and a big first down for Carterville.
From the 37-yard line, Hellriegel again. This time he gives it to Hartford. Hartford, it gets wrapped up. Nice job by that defensive line for the Indians to stop him after a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up second down and about 6 for the Lions.
Yeah, as long as you can run the ball effectively, that will set up the pass, which is what happened last week at Murfreesboro.
It's actually second down and 8. My apologies on that. From the 35-yard line. Trips to the left. Nolan Hartford shifts to the left side of the quarterback, Hellriegel. Hellriegel looks at Brett Dial, gets the call. Puts Hartford in motion. Throws it out to the far side. That's Jaron Lutenbacher. He's replacing. And the ball is on the turf again, but I think Carterville may have recovered. No. They're going to give it to the Quoin Indians, and Jaron Lutenbacher on the reception had the ball stripped, and Carterville could not recover, and so 2 drives end in fumbles for the Lions.
Yeah, not the way you wanted to start the game. Had a great drive going. Looked like Carterville was going to maybe punch it in and take the lead, but Lutenbacher just could not hang on to the ball, and DuQuoin back in business at their own 29-yard line.
First and 10 from the 29. Lee gives it to his running back. That is Nick Brown, and he can't get to the outside. So he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to bring up second and 10 now.
Nice play by Braden Wakey to come over there and keep that play from turning upfield.
Second and 10 from the 30. So Lee has 2 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Rolls out to the far side, and Carterville has great pursuit. Just forces him out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of 3, maybe 4 yards for the Indians.
I believe the first guy to meet him was James Cravens. No, let's see. That may be. That's not an 8. That's a 5. Nolan Hartford, I believe, was the first one to meet him on the sideline.
So it was a loss of 3. The ball's at the 27-yard line.
I think Carterville, this is the situation you want to put DuQuoin in. I don't think they want to have to throw the ball a lot, but they're probably going to have to here.
Lee has 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He does throws the screen. It's caught at the 25-yard line, out across the 30, but it's going to be short of a first down, and that's going to put DuQuoin in a 4th down situation.
Yeah, Biddle in on the tackle for Carterville, also Townsend Barton. A couple of missed tackles there, but it's bringing up 4th down, and DuQuoin will have to punt. So good job by the Lions defense to get the ball back after that turnover.
One thing about this Lions defense is as the game goes along, they just get more focused and they get tighter. And we've seen that all 3 games. 4:47 remaining in the first. The punt by DuQuoin. Peyton Biddle is the receiver back, but he lets the ball hit, takes it on the hop, and brings it out across the 40-yard line, where he's going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville. For over 30 years, Charlie's can handle any heating or cooling system issue that you could be experiencing. No job is too big or too small. Call 985-2502. Third possession for the Lions comes at the 4:35 mark of the first quarter. It's first and 10 from the 43 for Coach Brett Dial and the Carterville Lions.
Lanham in the game now at running back to the right of Hellriegel.
About a yard and a half gain, bringing up second down and long for Carterville.
I think that was Maurice Washington. All 6'8", 285 pounds of him.
He is a big boy.
He's your definition of a defensive end.
Yes, he is. Keeps his feet. Nice job running.
That tackle, would-be tackle, jumped to the outside and picked up good yardage to bring up 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 from the Lions' 49-yard line. Lutenbacher and Peyton Biddle. The receivers to the left. Townsend Barton, the receiver, to the right, but it's the give to Nolan Hartford. First down and more. Carterville's going to move the change with 3:22 remaining here in the opening quarter.
Well, that's the thing about Carterville's offense. They can have Hartford in there. They can spell him with Lanham. Of course, Barton's going to run some as well, along with Hellriegel. So a lot of options that Coach Dahl has at his disposal.
Carterville trails the game 6-0 with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Hellriegel takes the snap, gives it to Hartford, hits the hole, dropped the ball, but he was able to recover it. Come on, boys, hang on to that pigskin as Hartford recovers his own fumble, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Lions.
Ball security, fellas. I'm going to imagine no matter how this game ends, there's probably going to be some drills this week in practice about ball security.
Do they make you carry the football around in the halls all day like they used to?
I know back in the day, when I
eggs,
played, you did.
You had to carry an egg or something, you know.
Yeah.
That may have been a whole different hazing thing. Flashbacks to high school, sorry. 2:20 remaining. Hellriegel, he's going to keep it off left tackle, gets out to about the 35-yard line. It's going to be just a touch short. It's going to bring up 3rd and less than 1 for the Lions.
Well, they haven't broke that big running play yet, but Carterville's gaining 3, 4, 5 yards, especially on 2nd and 3rd down. So,
and I think Brett Dial would take that all night.
Yeah.
Chunk plays, roll the clock.
Yeah, 1st down has not been good as far as running the ball. They've been getting 2, maybe 3 yards. The 2nd and 3rd downs have been very good.
Hellriegel, this time he's going to keep it 1st down. Right straight up the gut as he follows his offensive line. Boy, I don't know that, Scott, that we give that offensive line enough credit.
Well, they are the reason why Carterville is 2-1 on the season right now. They have gotten better each and every week. I thought they dominated at Murfreesboro last week, and they're going to have to do the same here tonight.
1st and 10 from the 32 of DuQuoin. Hellriegel gives it to Hartford. He cuts to the outside. Actually, that's not Hartford. That is Lanham as he battles his way for another Lions 1st down inside the 20. The Lions have the ball in the red zone.
Well, you're not going to bring Lanham down with one tackler, one defender. It's going to take 2, sometimes 3 to bring him down, and he picked up a big 1st down for Carterville.
1st and 10, the ball rests at the 19-yard line. Nice drive being put together by this Lions offense. It's Hellriegel, and he's, after faking it to Bryce Smith, keeps it for a gain of about 3 for the Lions. 2nd down and 7.
And even though he got 3, I thought that was a smart play, because if he hands the ball off, the running back's going to get stopped, but probably behind the line of scrimmage. So good job by Hellriegel to read the defense.
Ball's at the 16-yard line. The play clock, or the game clock, is 35 seconds. It's Hartford on the carry. He gets twisted down to about inside the 15-yard line as the clock continues to roll. Third and 5 for Carterville. The ball at the 14-yard line. 17, 16, 15. And Carterville is just going to let the game clock roll. At the end of the first quarter, the DuQuoin Indians lead the Carterville Lions 6-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
For 75 years, Southside Lumber has been in the community. They have helped build houses, businesses, and so many other projects along the way. For 75 years, Southside Lumber has been a name you have learned to trust and rely on for so many things. For 75 years, Southside Lumber has proudly supported local community sports like the one you're listening to, and they plan on supporting them for years to come. Remember, whether it's inside or outside, think of Southside. Southside Lumber in Heron.
At Ron Ward Chevrolet in Heron, we are teaming up to bring you the best deal on your next vehicle. At Ron Ward, we always have over 100 cars to choose from. You can shop our entire selection at RonWardChevy.com. Come test drive your next vehicle, and we'll have the car and keys ready before you arrive. Now that's teamwork. So come see our team at Ron Ward Chevy in Heron. We support all of our Southern Illinois athletes. We wish you all the best.
Get down, Ron Ward Chevrolet.
great deals and low prices. Ron Ward Chevrolet.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Farm Fresh in Carterville, where they support Lions football under new management since 2018. Open every day. Farm Fresh offers local meats, crafts, groceries, hard-to-find candy, and milk in a class. Farm Fresh in Carterville say go Lions. So the Carterville Lions have the ball to our left now. Third down and 5 from the 14-yard line. Andrew Hellriegel. It's the give to Townsend Barton. He dodges the defender, cuts it up inside to try to get it to the 10. He's going to be about a yard short, maybe to the 11-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down now for Carterville.
I believe that was Peyton Biddle that gave him a nice block on the outside. Just couldn't really turn up field enough. It's going to be 4th, and we'll call it 3. A long 3.
4th and 3. As the play clock is down to about 10 seconds. 8, 7, Carterville may have to call a timeout. Hellriegel gets his troops set. Puts his man in motion. That's Biddle. Takes the snap. Hellriegel off left tackle inside the 10. Reaches the ball out, and that's going to be a Carterville first down.
Simple play. Hellriegel's just taking the snap and going to his left, right off guard. Big first down. Now it's 1st and goal for Carterville.
From the 7. Two receivers to the right. High snap, but it's the give to Hartford. Takes it to the outside, inside the 5. They're going to mark him right at the far 5-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. Gain of 2.
Positive yards. Got to get positive yards.
Take it all night long. We're glad to have you tuned in here on News Radio WJPF. Lions are driving. They trail 6-0. They had 2 fumbles on their first 2 possessions. Hellriegel pumps, throws it out to the outside. That is Hartford, gets down to about the 3-yard line. And, well, you got to give credit to that Quoin defense. They're bottling things up right now.
I think Hellriegel looked to the end zone. I think he wanted to go to the end zone, but it wasn't there. And a nice job to check it down and throw it to Hartford on the outside.
3rd and goal from the 2. Nashville leads Anna Jonesboro 14-0. That game in the first quarter. Hellriegel, the ball on the far hash. Takes the snap, gives it to his fullback. Lanham barrels his way in. Touchdown for the Carterville Lions at the 9:58 mark of the second quarter.
Well, the Carterville Lions finished off a very impressive drive with a touchdown. And that's what you want to see, the domination from the offensive line. 3-4 yards at a crack. And Carterville's on the board.
Game is tied at 6, and on to do the kicking is going to be the 5'10 senior Jaron Lutenbacher. The right footer. Snap. Kick is good, and with 9:58 remaining in the first half, the Carterville Lions have taken the lead 7-6. Stay with us. Quoin gets the ball next. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, represents more than electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Man, my knees are sore.
Oh, my aching back.
If you complain from persistent strain and pain, it's time to help yourself to the expert team at SIH Outpatient Rehabilitation. No referral required. Their therapy team can evaluate that nagging ache and build an effective treatment plan. With 10 convenient locations and a host of specialized therapy options, they'll help you do away with the day-to-day complaints. Help yourself today. Go to sih.net/rehabilitation.
Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, proud supporter of Lions football. IBEW Local 702, dedicated to providing better lifestyle for members, better life for all. As the Lions kick the ball off to the Indians, they take it out to about the 49-yard line. It's a good field position for Quoin.
Yeah, Carterville didn't even have the ball on the tee. They just put it on the ground. And anytime you kick it on the ground, you know, it's anybody's guess what kind of bounce you're going to get. They went right to one of the upbacks. So Quoin's got good field position to start this drive.
Updating a score I just saw. Cahokia leads Marion 14-0.
Wow. Cahokia's always got a lot of good athletes.
Yes, they do. The Indians have the ball here. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. As Lee keeps it off, left tackle carries it out near midfield, across midfield to about the 49-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 6 yards for the Indians, giving them 2nd and 4.
Yeah, the Indians aren't doing anything special. They're just running the ball between the tackles. And, you know, Quoin's offensive line is saying, hey, you know, we think we can push you back. As I said earlier, I really don't think Quoin wants to have to throw the football, much like Murfreesboro did not want to have to throw it last week.
2 receivers out to the left side. It's the give to the fullback. He spins his way down across the 45-yard line, so it's going to be an Indian 1st down, and they're going to have it at the Carterville Lion 44.
Well, good surge by Quoin's offensive line after the snap. A couple of Carterville defenders tried to make an arm tackle, and that didn't work out very well.
No, it did not. 1st and 10 with 8:55 remaining in the half. David Lee, the quarterback, gives it to his running back, Nick Brown. Pops right at the line of scrimmage.
That's Cordes.
Man, he can hit hard.
Boy.
I think it's going to be a gain of 1. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 43-yard line.
He's the left defensive end. He just crashed down the line of scrimmage to make that tackle.
Actually going to be 2nd and 10 from the 44 for the Indians. They bring the 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the left. 2nd and 10 from the 44, and a whistle and a timeout, I think, may have been taken by the Quoin Indians. We'll take a break as well. It's Carterville 7, Quoin 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Enjoy! Order breakfast at the McDonald's drive-thru. Tell yourself you'll wait to eat it at work, but it smells way too good. So you eat it right there in the McDonald's parking lot meal. There's a meal for every morning at McDonald's.
We'll make your morning brighter with a delicious sausage biscuit and hash browns for just $2.50. Grab it in our drive-thru or download our app and pick up curbside. Price and participation may vary. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Did you want one more?
Yeah.
Real comfort. That's
No,
what you get
sorry.
with a new
Go ahead.
quality York comfort system from Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville. For over 35 years, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating saves you money and will keep you comfortable for many future years. Old-fashioned service, and the price is the price with no surprises. Financing is available too. Call 985-2502. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville. 985-2502.
Gain of 7 on the pass play by the Indians coming out of the timeout. The ball now at the 37-yard line, bringing up 3rd down and 3 for Quoin.
Yeah, the receiver just went down about 8 yards and stopped in the open, and nice play.
From right up under center, it's the give to the fullback, and that's going to be close to a first down for the Indians.
DuQuoin's trying to do to Carterville what Carterville usually wants to do their opponents. Keep the ball on the ground, keep the other team's offense on the sideline, and take a lot of time off that clock.
It's going to be short of a first down, bringing up 4th and 1 from the 35. Big defensive play here for the Lions. It's the quarterback keeper, and he fights his way as he tucked his head, got right behind that offensive line, and got just enough for a first down to extend the drive for DuQuoin.
Just enough is the correct statement. He didn't have much room to go up the middle, but he had just enough to get the first down and continue this drive for DuQuoin.
First and 10. Coming up, we're going to have our Southside Lumber halftime report. We'll update scores from around Southern Illinois. Recap the first half action here of your Carterville Lions. First and 10 from the 34 for the Indians. They're threatening. Lee rolls to his right. His pass is just lobbed out for the intended receiver, Gabe Adams, and one of the Lions had thought maybe they were going to get the pick on that one.
It was Townsend Barton. I don't know if he got a hand on it or not, but a good defensive play by Barton.
Second and 10 now from the 34 for the Indians. Is that the first throw of the game for DuQuoin?
No, they had did the throw
right.
Earlier on this
Just
drive. So I think they've only thrown it twice.
Now you can understand why. Second and 10 from the 34. They do have 2 receivers to the right. Lee from the shotgun gives it to his fullback. Blasts it right up the middle. First down and more. This is a good-looking drive for the Indians.
Well, their offensive line is winning the battle of the line of scrimmage right now. Carterville's getting pushed back a little bit here by DuQuoin.
This is the 9th play of the drive coming up. They've got it first and 10 at the Carterville 24-yard line.
And you know they're in 4-down territory. So Carterville's going to have to stiffen here.
In comes the big guy, too, for DuQuoin.
Yeah, he's
just a monster.
Thought he's going to play tackle.
Maurice Washington. First and 10 for the Indians. Lee keeps it. Gets right behind Washington. Good idea as he carries it down to about the 16-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and about 2 for the Lions.
Yeah, he had 2 backs in the backfield. So he had 2 lead blockers plus Maurice Washington. I think I could probably get 2 yards behind that. I think two max.
Benton leads Heron 13-0 after the first quarter. Second down and 2 now from the 16. As it's Lee that keeps it, carries it down inside the 10-yard line, so it'll be first and goal for the Indians.
And DuQuoin's not doing anything fancy. You go back to a week ago, there was a lot of motion from Murfreesboro. I thought Carterville's defense really kind of stuffed them most of the night. Here tonight, it's just like, okay, fellas, here's what's coming. We're going to run the ball between the tackles, see if you can stop us.
They got it first and goal at the 9-yard line. They trail the Lions 7-6. Everybody in tight. Ball on the near hash. And a whistle from the near side official.
You know, Dave, we've only had 1 penalty in this game. That was on the scoop and score by DuQuoin on the first play from line of scrimmage by Carterville. That's been it.
Penalty was on the Indians, and it negated as Scott said, a scoop and score for the Indians after Peyton Biddle fumbled the ball in the first offensive play for the Lions. Carterville's fortunate that they have the lead 7-6.
I don't know what
trying to reset the play clock. They finally do. Still not quite sure what it is they're asking for. Quoin makes substitutions. Washington goes out to the far sideline. Now the clock rolls, 4:35 remaining in the half. Lee from under center gives it to his fullback, and he's just thrown to the turf inside the 5-yard line. They just chugging away. Yard here, yard there.
This is old school football. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Or I guess at this point, 3 yards in a cloud of rubber.
Yeah. Gain of 4 on that carry, down to the 5-yard line for the Indians. So it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Lee, he's going to keep it. Popped right there. Nice stop. Picks up a couple, but a nice tap.
Hartford was in there. I think the first guy to meet him, though, well, I can't really, I think it might have been, no, Lanham's not in there. So, nice stop by whoever it was.
As Lee carries it in for the touchdown, it's going to be a 3-yard touchdown run by DuQuoin's quarterback, David Lee.
Very impressive drive. They only threw 2 passes on that drive. Only 1 was complete. Everything else was a run between the tackles. And they were just daring Carterville to stop them. And Carterville is now behind it yet again.
3:21 remaining. And DuQuoin has just taken a 12-7 lead. On to do the kicking, Braden Harsey. The hold from Camden Waller. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. That's 2 extra points that DuQuoin has missed, and so it's a 5-point game. DuQuoin leads Carterville 12-7 with 3:21 remaining in the half. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
When you go mobile with First Mid, you have the power of banking in your hand. Download the First Mid mobile banking app and manage your money no matter where you are. Keep account balances at your fingertips. Deposit a paper check with just a few taps. And pay your bill or your friends.
We are in the halftime spot, so we're good.
Mobile with First Mid Bank and Trust. Visit www.firstmid.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
The Lions broadcast is brought to you by Rob's Pit Barbecue near the corner of Route 13 and 148. Their hours are 10:30 in the morning till 8 at night, Monday through Sunday. Carterville trails 12-7, 3:20 remaining. Plenty of time for the Lions to score.
Yeah, they just look a little sluggish, I think, on the defensive side of the ball. Now, give credit to DuQuoin, and especially their offensive line. They're just pushing Carterville all around. But Carterville really needs to take this kickoff and go down the field and score right before half.
Kick from the 40 is going to be taken by Peyton Biddle at the 20-yard line. Waits on a blocker. Now he's going to reverse field. Cuts it out to the outside. Nothing really developed there as it's brought down at about the 28-yard line, and that's where the Lions will start with 3:12 remaining in the half.
DuQuoin definitely has all the momentum right now. And Carterville's going to have to figure out a way at halftime to stop this running game from DuQuoin.
Like you said, it just seems like we're just a little lethargic, but you got to give credit to that offensive line for DuQuoin. They are just really dominating the Lions right now.
Yeah, the Lions been punched in the mouth, and Lions have to come back with a counter punch at some point.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 29. Just over 3 to play. It's the give to Nolan Hartford. He cuts it to the outside, out across the 30, where he's tripped up after a gain of about 4, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 6 for Carterville.
Neither team has had trouble moving the chains, getting 3-4 yards at a clip. But Carterville doesn't have a lot of time.
Carterville does have a good passing game, although they are missing a key cog in Blake Berkey tonight. 2nd and 6 from the 33. It's the sweep to Townsend Barton. Cuts to the outside. Man, he was just ripped to the ground near side, and he says, mate, did he grab my face mask? It kind of looked like it as hard as he hit the turf, but no flag, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for Carterville.
Yeah, it looked like the way his head jerked, it was a face mask, but official didn't call it if it was.
Officially 3rd and 2 from the 37. as Hellriegel's going to keep it. First down for the Lions as he brings it out to near midfield. Big first down for Carterville.
Well, Hellriegel's not the biggest quarterback, and that kind of helps him in a situation like that because he can get lost behind that big offensive line, and he can just kind of pick and choose his way down the field.
So pace picks up for the Lions. They have it at the 47-yard line. It's the give to Hartford. He's brought down right just short of midfield. It's going to be second down and 13 from the midfield mark. Excuse me. Second and 7. Minute and a half remaining.
Carterville has 3 timeouts left.
Hellriegel, again, conservative, giving it to Hartford. They're not trying to throw, and a nice defensive play out on the far side by the Quoin Indians to bring Hartford to the turf.
Yeah, the Lions, their success has been between the tackles as well. Carterville's had a hard time getting to the edge and turning it upfield.
That was Ethan Hill with the tackle for the Indians. Third down and 7. Carterville in no hurry from midfield. Makes me wonder about this. Hellriegel fakes, punts, loses the handle, gets it again, and pow! Is upended short of midfield. Boy, this Carterville team right now is just discombobulated. Is that the right word?
That's don't ask me to spell it, but yes, you are correct.
Nashville leads AJ 28-0.
Yeah, Nashville is, I think they're still stinging from that loss to Freeburg, and they're going to make some people pay for that.
DuQuoin trying to make Carterville pay right here. Carterville just not able to really move the football like we've seen the last 2 games. The games against Heron, the game against Murfreesboro a week ago.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is Carterville's not putting DuQuoin in third and long situations. I think DuQuoin has had 1 third and long, and I don't believe they converted on it. So that's the thing that they've got to figure out at halftime.
In this game, Carterville only has 4 first downs. On that touchdown drive, they have 6 first downs.
Carterville's going to punt.
Osell changes for the Lions as Coach Brett Dial.
Well, they don't know
Mass
what they're
confusion on the Carterville sideline.
No, now they're going to go for it.
17 seconds on the play clock. Game clock's not rolling. Now Carterville's going to go for it. Hellriegel looks to the sideline. 6-5 on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. You got a snap.
Called timeout.
Called timeout with 1 second left. Whew, that made my heart flutter.
I guess Coach Dow wanted to see what kind of defense DuQuoin was in. Give credit to DuQuoin's defensive backs. Hellriegel has not had a chance to throw downfield in this first half. His wide receivers have been covered, except for the Lutenbacher catch and fumble in the first quarter.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by SIH, where they offer rehabilitation for acute, inpatient, and outpatient care. You can visit SIH.net for more information. Coming up, we're going to have our Southside Lumber halftime report. Scott will do a little song and dance number for you. It'll be entertaining for all.
Thanks for the heads up on that.
Have something prepared. 34.2 seconds. Carterville will punt now. Kick is going to hit about the 22-yard line. DuQuoin lets it roll, and Carterville gets a good hop as it's down to the 10-yard line. 24 seconds remaining here in the half. See if we can update a couple of other scores for you. Harrisburg leads West Frankfort 13-0. see what we got here. (28-0), as we said, Nashville over Anna Jonesboro. Quoin has the ball here with 24 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. As Lee just takes a knee, Carterville does have timeouts remaining, but the clock rolls, and that is how we're going to end the first half. Carterville trails Quoin 12-7 here at Lions Field. Stay with us. Our Southside Lumber halftime report coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
Ted Ellett Plumbing is family-owned and operated. Owners Thad and Kate Ellett want you to know that they will troubleshoot and find your plumbing problems, and you won't have to pay for repairs you don't need. Prices are always approved by you before any work is started. They specialize in tankless water heaters, saving you money on energy costs. There are only 1 or 2 companies in Illinois that perform trenchless repairs on water and sewer lines, saving time and money. Call 985-2021 or find them at ThadEllettPlumbing.com. Thad Ellett Plumbing, your local plumbing expert.
It doesn't matter what season it is, University Mall in Carbondale is your place for fresh fashion year-round. The stores of University Mall have existed in Southern Illinois since 1974. Shop University Mall in Carbondale Monday through Saturday from 11 to...
The first half, Scott Hudson, a lethargic Lions team tonight, a pretty good Indians team, and they lead it 12-7.
Yeah, a kind of a surprise here tonight. I mean, give Quoin credit. They were the better team in the first half. They owned the line of scrimmage. Carterville had opportunities to get more points, but the problem is, I guess maybe it was the first play of the game when Biddle fumbles the nice pass completion from Hellriegel. That kind of set the tone for what Carterville did in this first half, but I was very impressed with Quoin's offensive line. Carterville's going to have to make some adjustments to stop them from running the ball.
Listen, I don't want to sound like whining and crying announcers here. It's just a 5-point game. It's not like Carterville's getting blown out, but I'm just going based on what we've seen the last couple weeks. This is not the same Lions team.
It is. And then Quoin is doing to Carterville what Carterville did to Murfreesboro last week and then to Heron 2 weeks ago. They're controlling the clock. They're moving down the field and keeping Carterville's offense on the sideline.
Let's run through the first half highlights. Carterville received the opening kickoff and had it 1st and 10 at their own 35. And as Scotty mentioned, the pass to Peyton Biddle, and he dropped it as he was hit. Quoin picks it up at about the 40-yard line and returned it all the way to the end zone, but there was just a really dumb penalty.
I mean, that was everybody could see that. And it was really just one of those plays where the kid just was probably so excited that they were going to score, and he just literally ran right into the back of a Carterville player. However, Quoin regrouped. They took the ball and went in and scored.
Yeah, 5 plays later, it was a 4-yard touchdown run by the Indians. They missed the extra point. They lead it 6-0. Carterville gets the ball back, and on the 6th play of the drive, it was a fumble by Jaron Lutenbacher as he got hit after the pass reception, put the ball on the turf. Carterville couldn't recover, and Quoin has the football again. They go on to punt the ball away. Carterville held defensively, so at the end of the first quarter, it was 6-0 Quoin. Carterville had the ball going into the second quarter, and with 9:58 remaining, it was a 2-yard touchdown run from Ethan Lanham. The extra point was good from Lutenbacher. Carterville leads at 7-6, but you got to give credit to Quoin. It was a 13-play drive. They started at their own 29, and with 3:21 remaining, it was a 3-yard touchdown run from the quarterback Lee. The extra point no good. There's where we stand, 12-7.
Yeah, there's no surprise. There's no trickery with what Quoin's doing. They're running between the tackles, whether it be with the quarterback Lee or their running backs. They're just bringing it right at Carterville, and Carterville's going to have to find a way to stop that. I don't know if you have to start shooting linebackers through the gaps, but you've got to force Quoin into 3rd and longs. I think Quoin only had 1 3rd and long that entire half.
It is homecoming night, and the Pride of the Lions marching band is on the field as they're, I know they've been working hard, getting ready for competition. I'm assuming they're going to be at Murfreesboro tonight for drum time at the festival tomorrow evening. I think that's here of the Southside Lumber halftime report. When we return, Scott and I will break down scores from around Southern Illinois and talk about what's going to be happening sports-wise coming up on your Saturday. That's all as we continue here with Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Service, Carterville, is a locally owned and operated business serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years, specializing in much more than commercial or residential lawn care. Joseph McMahon and his crew can do snow removal, bush hogging, tree trimming, or tree removal, landscaping maintenance, and much more. Call 534-8148.
Want a 60 here or a 90 or what do you think?
34-8148. That's 534-8148.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't want to make a trip to the bank? With free mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone and deposit it into your account anytime, from anywhere, all with
I'll go ahead and play an ID coming back.
The PNB To Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
This is the voice of Southern Illinois, News Radio WJPF Heron and WCIL Carterville. Streaming live at WJPF.com, part of River Radio, a division of Max Media.
Back at Lions Field, Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. The Southside Lumber halftime report continues here. Carterville trails the Quoin Indians here at the half, 12-7.
Nashville, we knew was going to be a good team. Actually, I thought they were probably the favorite on the Mississippi side. Then they had a little bit of a hiccup against Freeburg. You're thinking, okay, well, maybe
out at Cahokia. It's the Comanches 20.
Yeah, I didn't think. I thought it would be a close game, but I didn't think it'd be a 22-0 deficit for Marion. You know, Cahokia always has a great track program. Those track athletes are also football players.
Chester leads Sparta tonight 28-0. It is Murphy, a 7-point lead over Massac County, 13-6. Massac's turned things around this year. They're hanging some points on the board.
Yeah, they went for 2 last week against AJ for the win instead of the tie, and they came up short, but they gave AJ a good game, and they're giving Murfreesboro a good game tonight.
Well, we were thinking maybe that Fairfield-Flora game was going to be a good one. Doesn't appear so, though. Fairfield putting the hammer on Flora, 38-0.
A lot of times you don't want to play a good team coming off a loss. And Flora's thinking, oh, great. Fairfield lost.
The first loss in how many years? That
37 straight Black Diamond Conference wins.
Crazy. No score being reported on Carbondale at Centralia as, let's see here, the last score we had on Heron Benton. Carbondale leads Centralia 18-0. That's the last score we received by text.
25-7 Carbondale now. 25-7
Carbondale. Carbondale leads Centralia. Benton had a 13-0 lead. No score reported from Carmi White County over CZR. And Altop leads Mount Vernon 16-0. One game coming up tomorrow. Paytonville Panthers will host Richland County. Anything surprising there?
I think the Marion score, that's so. And, of course, this game surprises me. You know, DuQuoin's going to get limit the number of possessions Carterville has in the second half.
A couple of things for the Lions, but, of course, he's taking care of family issues. But speaking of family, his teammates here tonight, but he lost his father last weekend, and it was just a stunning event for this Lions team. And I know that Mr. Morse's funeral is coming up on Sunday, so just keep the Morse family in your thoughts and prayers as we go through the weekend here in Carterville.
Well, and you never really know how a bunch of high school kids are going to react, having to play a football game like they did last Friday night after something like that happened. But as Coach Dallas said, this team is very close-knit. They're all good friends. And I think they decided they're going to go out and win that game for Eli and his dad. And yeah, we'll keep Eli and his family in our thoughts and prayers as we go forward.
Daryl Morrissey was close with the athletic programs here at Carterville, and of course with his son playing for Coach Brett Dial and this Carterville Lions team. Tomorrow, Scott Hudson. Well, yesterday, Carterville Lions received their 103.5 ESPN High School Football Team of the Week T-shirts, and they're plaqued, and I was in the locker room when they were handing them out, and they were very happy about that.
Yeah, and well-deserving. I mean, they beat Heron 46-6. It was a well-deserving honor, and we're happy to help out in Southern Illinois, and I know all these kids whose teams get Team of the Week, they're very, very happy.
Carterville was selected Team of the Week after the big win over cross-county rival Heron. Tomorrow morning, starting at 8 o'clock, it'll be Scotty and Murph kicking off Sports Voice, and during the show, they'll name the High School Team of the Week for this week. And then, guess what? SIU football. Sports Voice on location is back, baby.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of surreal to go over there because it's been 2 years since we've got to do a show over there. And I know the SIU fans are hungry. They want to go. I'm sure the place is going to be packed. SIU lost last week to Kansas State, but they gave the Wildcats everything they could handle. And I think this is going to be a big year for SIU football. I really do.
Sports Voice on location from Saluki Tailgate Row will kick off at 3 o'clock, 3 until 5. Then the pregame show starts with Reese and Gene Green on 101.5 CILFM. If you can, make your way over there to SIU tomorrow. It's going to be a great day for football, and just glad to have the Salukis back, and we can get together and 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Weller the Florist in Carterville is brewed along with fresh and silk arrangements. Weller the Florist specializes in plants, gourmet. The order breakfast at the McDonald's drive-thru. Tell yourself you'll wait to eat it at pounds for just $2.50. Grab it in our
John Hudson. You're Coach Brett Dial. You're in the locker room talking with a group of guys that trail by 5.
The start of this second half than they did in the first half. They're going to run between the tackles, and they're going to make Carterville stop them. So I think Carterville's defense has got to set the tone early in this third quarter. You cannot let Quoin take the opening kickoff and drive down the field, and especially get points, because Carterville, for some reason tonight, although they haven't thrown the ball a lot, when they have thrown the ball, Hill Regal's having trouble finding somebody deep. Quoin's defensive backs doing a very good job of shutting down the deep ball. So maybe some people thought this was a little bit of a surprise at halftime. You don't make a lot of adjustments. You keep doing what you're doing, and make sure you get in those third and short situations like they were in the first half. If you do that, they're going to be tough to stop.
I tell you what, you got to give credit to Coach Derek Beard and you're at.
Transfer your high-interest credit card balances to an SIU Credit Union Visa and receive a
membership required. All loans subject to credit approval. Insured by NCUA.
Man, my knees are sore.
Oh, my aching back.
If you complain from persistent strain and pain, it's time to help yourself to the expert team at SIH Outpatient Rehabilitation. No referral required. Their therapy team can evaluate that nagging ache and build an effective treatment plan. With 10 convenient locations and a host of specialized therapy options, they'll help you do away with the day-to-day complaints. Help yourself today. Go to sih.net/rehabilitation.
12-7 the score here at Lions Field. Homecoming night for the Carterville Lions, and Quoin will get the ball first thing to start play here in the second half and a chance to extend that lead.
Well, I would have liked to have been in the Carterville locker room at half.
I don't know that you would.
Oh, yeah. Because I know he wouldn't be talking to me.
That's true.
So I'm sure that there was a little, some stern words used. But, this Carterville team has been resilient this year. And they're going to have to come from behind to win this game tonight. And they have not had to come from behind. Well, they were trailing at Murfreesboro early in that game. But, I'm impressed with what Quoin has done in that first half. They have owned the line of scrimmage, and they have Carterville's never gotten them into third and long situations. I don't think DuQuoin wants to have to throw the football. I don't think they have enough confidence in Lee throwing the football a lot. So Carterville's going to have to get them in those third and long situations.
Quoin Indians going through their warm-ups. To our right, Carterville going through their pregame warm-ups, mandatory 3-minute stretching exercise as they come out of the locker room. Carterville will be on the road. We're going to Anna Jonesboro next week.
Going to the pit. Love going down there. It's a great place to watch a high school football game. Brent Dietery, I know their team's getting whacked tonight, but you know his team's going to be ready to play, and that'll be a tough matchup for Carterville next week down in AJ.
We'll see our buddy Murray.
Yes.
Down at Murray Bass, and they've made improvements to their press box and made some changes, which is kind of nice. But I know for you, it's the fact that we get to stop for ice cream.
Oh, you know it. You know it. I mean, that's just a given.
We go for the ice cream. We call a game
while
we're there.
Yeah, I know. If we get to the game on time, okay, we'll call it. If not, well, so be it.
That's exactly how it is. We'll have the pregame show starting at 6:40 from the pit there at Anna Jonesboro. Both teams are getting their final instructions from their head coaches. Derek Beard on the far side for the Indians. Brett Dial, the head coach here for the Carterville Lions, just below us. To the folks watching our live stream on YouTube, I apologize for the glitchiness of the stream tonight. I have done everything that I can think of to try to fix that. But apparently no luck with the video. I understand the audio seems to be okay, but don't typically have issues at home, but for some reason that stupid internet just is a little spotty tonight.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get when it comes to things that are technical.
Or to the internet gods, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Love you. Please fix our internet.
That's right.
Don't want to play that, but we apologize for that. But we're glad to have you wherever you're at, whatever you're listening to, and root on your Lions. They need some points, and it's going to depend on the Carterville defense here on this first drive to get a big stop here on this Indians team.
And it would help if you could get a turnover. Only one penalty in that first half. That was on DuQuoin. A well-played first half from that standpoint, but Carterville with 2 turnovers and another fumble that they did recover. So I think the start of the game was not. That was kind of what we were going to expect the rest of the first half, where they, Biddle fumbled the ball in the pass. But we got another half, Dave, and Carterville's defense better come to play in the second half.
Evan Lennox will do the kicking for the Lions. Evan has a strong, powerful leg as he tees up the ball at the 40-yard line. DuQuoin sends 2 back deep. They're inside the 10-yard line. And thank you for listening to Lions football here on News Radio WJPF. Lennox approaches, gets the leg into it. What a kick. Drives it to the back of the end zone. And it's going to be 1st and 10, DuQuoin from the 20.
If he doesn't play soccer, he should.
He does. His dad's the coach.
All right. Yeah, that is a weapon in high school football. When you've got a kid that can kick it out of the end zone, make the other team start at their own 20.
And he was, I like to get out and kind of shack balls in before the game, and between the kickers and the punters and the receivers, just to kind of make the throw shorter. But man, he was busting them in pregame workout. So DuQuoin has it. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the fullback, straight up the gut. He picks up 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for DuQuoin.
Yeah, the running backs are hitting the line of scrimmage very quickly. There's no hesitation. They're just going forward as fast as they can.
And there is not a single flashy thing about this Indians offense.
No, none whatsoever.
Stop it. You stop us. That's what they're saying. So it's 2nd and 5 from the 25. Lee from the shotgun takes a snap. Once again, gives it to his fullback straight up the middle. Gain of 5. 1st down for the DuQuoin Indians. On the carry, it's Nick Brown, the 5'10 senior.
Yeah, that play was off left tackle. And 2 plays, 1st down. score update. Nashville leads AJ at half, 47-0.
Rolling clock in the second half. That'll be a quick second half. Shocking. I'm really surprised by that.
AJ's not going to be a nice Holston
No,
sleeve.
not. That's where the Lions head. 12-7 the score here. DuQuoin on top of Carterville's. Quarterback David Lee's going to keep it. Nice job by the Carterville D stepping into that. It may have been on the tackle, Ivan Jones for the Lions.
Yeah, they didn't let him get to the outside. They turned it in towards the middle where they had help. So I bring up about 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 is what they're saying.
From the 34. Just over 10 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Lee, again, gives it to his running back. They switch him up. They'll run 3 or 4 and a big first down run. A nice carry out there by Jonathan Hamilton for the Indians.
Well, Hamilton is a very shifty back. He's very quick. When he gets the ball, he's going north and south. There's no east and west, and he just busted one right up the middle and another DuQuoin first down.
Gain of 11 as he takes it out to the 45. Here on the opening drive of the second half for the Indians. Again, it's Hamilton in the backfield. Lee gives it to Hamilton. Met right there. Nice job defensively by Ivan Jones, who broke up that play for the Carterville Lions. Excuse me, Riley Bradford.
Yeah, Bradford did a good job of knifing in and stopping the running back for a loss of about 2. Need a couple more of those.
This Carterville defense has led this team all year. They've played well. It's time for them to step up and make a play here. 2nd and 12 from the 43. The longest play from scrimmage the Indians have had in some time. Lee asks for the ball, gets it, rolls to his right, throws it out to the right. Pick! Almost picked off out there as it was Nolan Hartford that got his hands on the ball, and it falls to the turf. Incomplete. That would have been huge.
Yeah, that would have been big, and it may have been a touchdown if he could get his hands on it. It was a little high, but he was able to knock it down. And now this is that situation we were talking about at halftime. 3rd and long. You wouldn't expect DuQuoin to run here. So we'll see what happens, but this is a situation Cardinals defense wants to put DuQuoin in.
Deep back for Lions, Braden Wakey, Peyton Biddle, the safeties. They kind of shift over to the far side. The Indians have it. It's 3rd and 12. Lee rolls to his right, throws it to his right, overshoots his intended receiver, hits the turf incomplete. And that is going to force DuQuoin to punt the ball away. 4th and 12 from the 43.
Yeah, Carterville had 2 defenders over there. That was going to be a hard pass to complete. So Carterville's defense did their job. They gave up 2 first downs, but then held, and DuQuoin's going to have to punt.
Peyton Biddle drops back deep to about the 20-yard line. Goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Lions will start. 1st and 10. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Farm Fresh of Carterville. Support comes from Farm Fresh of Carterville. That's your source for ethically produced and pasture-raised beef, lamb, pork, chicken, and more from DeVelly Sheep Farm in Elkville. Farm Fresh of Carterville says, go Lions.
Let's see what Carterville's offense can do here with their first possession of the third quarter. Had trouble running into the outside. Didn't have a lot of success throwing the ball, but they ran the ball very well between the tackles.
Carterville starts at their own 30 with 8:58 remaining here in the third quarter. They trail by 5. It's 12-7 DuQuoin. Ball on the far hash. Hell Regal from the shotgun takes the snap, and he gives it to Nolan Hartford. Out across the 35, gain of about 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 now for the Lions.
Carterville, Dave, pretty much all night when they run the ball, they're gaining anywhere from 3 to 6 yards on most carries. So if they can do that, then they'll own the clock here in this third quarter.
Ball on the near hash now. 2 receivers left for the Lions. 1 to the right. As Townsend Barton, it is the swing pass to Barton out on the far sideline. First down as he puts his head down and just buries the defender. As for DuQuoin, it was Hunter Douglas that took the brunt of that shot from Townsend Barton. First down, Lions.
Barton did a good job of bringing that pass down. And then, of course, he was right next to the sideline. Did a great job of picking up the amount of yards that he did.
Ball from the 43, 1st and 10. Hellriegel, he's going to keep it. Cuts to the outside.
Progress since the first game of the year. He looks cool, calm, and collected. He is very, very good at reading the defense, knowing whether to give the ball to the back or keep the ball. And, of course, he can throw the ball very well.
And, of course, that clinching drive of the Lions last week at Murphy, he kind of put the team on his back, picked up some big first downs, and he's looking good here against DuQuoin. 1st and 10 from the 39 of DuQuoin. Hellriegel, he gives the inside handout to Hartford. Gets his hands grabbed, but he picks up a first down as he takes it out across the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Carterville has rattled off 3 first-down carries in a row.
Mr. Maurice Washington, all 6'8" of him, was waiting for Hartford. Hartford gave him a little bit of a juke, and Washington's looking around like, where'd he go?
Clock rolls under 8 minutes here in the third. Now Hellriegel rolls to his right. Oh, what a catch by Peyton Biddle. Down inside the 15, to the 10, 5, and he's going to be just short of the goal line as he tapped the ball to himself. The pass was a little bit high, but he was able to tap it to himself, control it, and carries it down to about the 2-inch line.
That was a very, very good play by Biddle. Pass a little high. Biddle's not that tall to begin with, but as you said, he's able to tap the ball in the air, bring it down, and then made a couple of guys miss and got it down near the 1.
It's going to be a gain of about 26 yards, and now Carterville scores the touchdown. Andrew Hellriegel on the quarterback keeper for the Lions.
Well, that's the start Coach Dial wanted for this second half. You get DuQuoin to have to punt the ball, and then you get the ball and you go downfield and you punch it in.
Carterville leads 13-12. The extra point by the Lions. Lutenbacher, his extra point is good, and Carterville now leads it by 2, 14-12, with 7:27 remaining in the third. Stay with us. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
Real comfort. That's what you get with a new quality York comfort system from Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville. For over 35 years, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating saves you money and will keep you comfortable for many future years. Old-fashioned service, and the price is the price with no surprises. Financing is available too. Call 985-2502. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville. 985-2502.
The Bank of Heron has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve plays an integral role in how we do business, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Heron. Find out more at bankofheron.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kick is taken by the Quoin Indians, and they carried out to about the 35-yard line, but that was an impressive drive by the Carterville Lions. Scott
And a
Hudson.
much-needed drive by the Carterville Lions. Now they've got the momentum right now. Let's see if they can keep it.
It kind of got the crowd back into the game as well, so maybe that's a big part of maintaining momentum. It is homecoming weekend here at Carterville. And Coach Derek Beard and the DuQuoin Indians. The offense makes their way to the field. Quarterback David Lee, the 6-foot senior, brings his troops out. They have it on the near hash. 2 receivers to the right, 1 near side. Running back in the backfield takes the handoff, and that's going to be Brown as he scampers outside and gets a short gain. It's going to be a gain of about 5, bringing up 2nd and 5 for the Indians.
Yeah, nice run to the outside. Cardinals defensive end was not able to go across the line of scrimmage and turn that play in.
Zach Ryan forces Brown out of bounds. Clock has stopped at 7:17. The Indians got a big defensive stop on the first drive this half of the, the Lions got a big defensive stop of the Indians in the first drive. It is, Lee carries it out, enough for a first down to about midfield. That was a kind of a sneaky play by the quarterback, David Lee.
Well, great play by Lee. He sold the run to the running back, and Carterville bid on it. And once he got to the outside, he didn't have any Carterville defenders there for about 10 yards.
Under 7 to play. 14-12 Carterville. First and 10 from midfield for the Indians. With the running back in motion, they throw the screen out to him near side. He's brought down after being able to fall forward for about 3, maybe 4 yards. It'll depend on the spot. It's going to be a gain of 4 as they mark it at the Carterville 46.
Yeah, a good open field tackle by Peyton Biddle. One of those shoestring tackles. Gain of about 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4, we'll call it. First and 10. They have the ball in Carterville territory, though. Ball rest at the 46 of the Lions. Here is David Lee, the quarterback. Takes the snap. Popped in the backfield. Lee keeps it, though. Oh, nice fake. And
fumble,
the ball was loose. Carterville picks it up. Fumble at the 30-yard line. And picking up the ball is going to be Braden Wakey. And Carterville forces the turnover. And they're going to have it first and 10 with 5:52 remaining in the third.
I think the officials are going to get together on whether his knee was down when he fumbled the ball.
Truthfully, I got to tell you, I thought he was down.
Yeah, I did too. The two officials on the far side are talking about it. One's pointing at the 35.
The back judge is who I was watching. And
yeah, I think they're going to give it to Quoin.
I do too.
Yeah, they're going to say he was down, and I thought he was. But again, another great fake by Lee, and then ran it up the middle.
They continue to discuss this. They're standing at the
first
Lions
down
35. They're going to say first down Quoin. So they're going to rule that the knee was down. And folks, I thought his knee was down as well. Carbondale leads Centralia at the half, 31-14. Last score we had, Nashville over AJ, 47-0. Brett Dials asking for explanation. Shakes his head as he comes to the sideline after hearing said explanation. And continues the conversation with the side judge just below us. So it's 5:51. It's first and 10 from the Indians. From the 35. And it's the give right up the middle. It's going to be a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards. They're going to mark it as a gain of 3. Second down and 7 for Quoin.
Yeah, that little ball fake from Lee to the running back has paid big dividends on this drive.
Second down and 7 from the 32. Come on, boys, we need a stop. Lee gives it to his running back. Carries it out across the 20 where he's brought down from behind. And on the carry for the Indians, that was Jonathan Hamilton, I believe, number 20. A little slow getting up, but a first down and more for the Indians.
Carterville just is having trouble stopping the running game. And the way Carterville handled Heron's running game, the way they handled Murfreesboro's running game for the most part,
it's surprising.
It is surprising because there's no trickery in this offense.
None.
They just hand the ball off and you go straight forward.
What trickery there is, it's the RPO, which Lee is running very well, and he runs this play very well as well. But he's very good at waiting to the last second. Is he going to take it and himself, or is he going to hand it off? And he's done that for a fine job for the Indians.
Yeah, and he just gained 6 yards. That play went right off tackle, Again, nothing fancy. It's just DuQuoin's offensive line has been very good tonight.
Marching it straight up the field. This will be the 8th play of the drive after Carterville scored the 1-yard touchdown run by Hellriegel. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The give to the running back. That's Nick Brown. Takes it to about the 6-yard line, so it's going to be first and goal for the Indians from the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 first downs on this drive by the Indians. Statistically, the running game stats are going to be tilted heavily on the DuQuoin side.
Yes, they are.
So 3:45 remaining, first and goal. Hill is going to keep it. Or excuse me, Leah's going to keep it. He's brought down inside the 5, so a gain of about 3. They might give him 4 on that carry. It's going to bring up second and goal from the 2-yard line.
It'd be nice if Carterville could get a turnover here. They thought they had one at the 30, but I, like you, thought his knee was down. I thought it was the right call.
Second and goal from the 2. Lee is going to keep it. Gets the push from behind. And they're going to say he's just a little bit short. Bringing up third and goal from about the 6-inch line.
And I would expect him to do the same thing again.
Yep, absolutely.
He'll just take the ball, have his back that's behind him, just push him. Just shove him in.
The offensive line just stood up. He got right behind the offensive line. His running backs came in and pushed him. They picked up about 2 on that. So here it is, third and goal from the 1. Again, Carterville may have got the stop now. He finally pushes his way in. It's going to be the 1-yard touchdown from David Lee for the Indians.
Well, another impressive drive. After Carterville has scored to take the lead, DuQuoin comes right back and takes the lead back. (18-14). That score comes at the 2:25 mark for the Indians. It's been a good game. I mean, it's entertaining. There's been
aggravating, but it's entertaining.
I think one penalty, that's been it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Scott Hudson. DuQuoin will go for 2. Maybe you just jinxed him. This may be penalty number 2. Too many men? No, not too many men.
I don't know what the call is.
I don't know why they're stopping play so a substitution can be made. That doesn't make any sense at all. They're going to go for 2. As in at quarterback is Camden Waller. Waller rolls to his right, throws it out, and the 2-point conversion is good on the catch for the Indians. I believe that was Waylon Bell.
And it's probably Lee's best throw of the night. I mean, if he would have thrown that ball a second later, it would have been knocked down. But 2-point conversion is good, and DuQuoin's up 20-14.
20-14 the score. We'll pause 30 seconds. Lions get the ball back. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
It doesn't matter what season it is, University Mall in Carbondale is your place for fresh fashion year-round. The stores of University Mall have exactly what you need. Shirts and blouses, jeans, pants, and shorts, all the shoes, and don't forget your accessories and jewelry. They have you covered from top to bottom. University Mall in Carbondale, your fashion headquarters in Southern Illinois since 1974. Shop University Mall in Carbondale Monday through Saturday from 11 till 7 and Sunday from 11 till 5.
2:25 remaining in the third quarter. DuQuoin just regained the lead. They lead it 20-14.
Benton up on Heron now, 27-0. 9:10 left in the third at Heron.
Entertaining ball game here, 20-14. Lions And the Indians just going back and forth. So Carterville's going to get the ball back. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line for the Indians. Townsend Barton, deep man, he won't see it. It's going to be Peyton Biddle that picks up the kick at about the 35-yard line, makes a move to the outside, brought down from behind near the 40-yard line. Carterville's going to have decent field position to start this drive here in the third.
Yeah, Peyton Biddle's like one of those little water bugs you see on the water. They're just everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, you don't know which way he's going to go, but good starting position for Carterville here on their second possession of the third quarter.
Coming up, we will have our Ron Ward Chevrolet postgame report. We'll break down this game between these two teams. We'll talk to head coach Brett Dial, and we'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game coming up on our postgame show. Lions have it from the 40. First and 10, Hellriegel. Puts Barton in motion, but it's a give to the running back in Nolan Hartford. Falls forward for a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 now for Carterville.
Really, neither team has been able to stop the run in this game. It's just that Quoin has had more big runs than Carterville has as far as yardage.
Clock is under 2 minutes. Hellriegel looks to throw. Right side. Throws it to Barton. Finds him at the 45, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. 5. Touchdown! Townsend Barton. It is going to be a 56-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Hellriegel to Townsend Barton.
Hellriegel was right on the money with that pass, and Barton, who's a big kid, outran everybody to the end zone.
Comes at the 135 mark, a 56-yard pass. Hellriegel to Townsend. Carterville, Lutenbacher on for the extra point. We're tied at 20. Jaron Lutenbacher. Snap, the hold, the kick is good. Carterville leads this ball game 21-0. Listen to the cannon fire here at Lions Field. Minute 35 remains in the third quarter. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
From faxing to notarizing, the UPS store is everything for your small business. And when it comes to protecting your confidential information, quiet! You should know about the shredding services available at the UPS store. They're just what you need for protecting, securing, and disposing of proprietary documents.
Oh, so I can do less worrying.
The UPS store, everything for small business. And, of course, shipping. Shredding services are provided by Iron Mountain Information Management, LLC. The UPS store franchise locations are independently owned. Visit theupsstore.com/shredding for details. When you go mobile with First Mid, you have the power of banking in your hand. Download the First Mid mobile banking app and manage your money no matter where you are. Keep account balances at your fingertips. Deposit a paper check with just a few taps. And pay your bills or your friends. Just remember to turn on mobile alerts in the app to receive important notifications. Don't sit still. Go mobile with First Mid Bank and Trust. Visit www.firstmid.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Carterville kicks it away after the 56-yard touchdown as the kickoff from Lennox into the end zone once again, and it's a touchback for the Quoin Indians. They'll have the ball with a minute 33 remaining here in the third. 56-yard touchdown pass. That was a pretty play.
Oh, it was a pretty play. And again, Barton's a big kid, but he outran some very fast Quoin defenders. Now Carterville's defense, which has been on the field a lot in this game, they really, really need to get a 3 and out.
Yes, they do. The Indians have it from their own 20. 93 seconds remaining here in the third. David Lee, the quarterback, gives it to his running back. 2 hands on the football. Just plows right in the middle of that line and is dumped right there at about the 23-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3 for the Indians, 2nd and 7. From the 23. Carterville needs to stop defensively. It's been an entertaining ball game, 21-20. Minute to go in the third quarter. Carterville's defense right there. They wrap up David Lee. And who is it for the Carterville Lions?
That's Cordes. I believe that was Cordes who came in from his defensive end spot. He was not fooled.
That's a big loss. That's a loss of about 12 yards. So it's going to bring up third down and 16 as the clock rolls under 40 seconds remaining. And that was a huge play defensively.
Yeah, because Lee was trying to get to the outside. He was trying to beat Cordes to the outside, and Cordes was not having any of it.
Cordes will have 3 or 4 of those plays a game, and that's really his first big play here tonight. 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Quoin gets their man off the far sideline. Didn't know if they would or not. Straight up the gut. Ball's carried out to about the 22-yard line, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. What a ball game we have. The Lions lead the Quoin Indians 21-7 as we head to the fourth quarter. Stay with us. We may see an exciting finish here tonight. 21-20, Lions lead it. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
Scott Ellett Plumbing is family-owned and operated. Owners Thad and Kate Ellett want you to know that they will troubleshoot and find your plumbing problems, and you won't have to pay for repairs you don't need. Princess.
We have a timeout. Where? On the floor. Oh.
Money Plumbing, your local plumbing expert.
It doesn't matter what season it is.
Make some noise.
Fresh fashion year-round. The stores of University Mall have exactly what you need. University Mall in Carbondale, your fashion headquarters in Southern Illinois since 1974. Shop University Mall in Carbondale Monday through Saturday from 11 till 7 and Sunday from 11 till 5.
Good ball game going on here as we enter the fourth quarter. Carterville leads 21-20. Quoin has it 4th and 8, and they're going to have to punt the ball away. And it's going to be a short kick as it goes to the far sideline. Carterville is going to have the football 1st and 10 from the, boys, you need to back that up. They're going to mark it at the 43, but that's great field position for the Lions.
Now you're in Quoin's territory. You didn't have to touch the ball. This is where Carterville's offense has to take control of this game. If they could put 7 more on the board, then that means Quoin is 8 down, and they would have to have a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie. So let's see what Carterville's offense can do.
From the 40,
well, they've got to get the
3-yard.
They've got the sticks wrong. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Joe's name from Joe's Lawn Care, but he's over there with his team.
We'll name the Joe's Lawn Care Snow Removal star of the game coming up. It's the jet sweep to Townsend Barton. Tries to get to the outside to the 40. A flag comes in. 35-30 down the sideline. Scampers make the move inside. Townsend Barton, is it going to stand?
Nope.
No.
We've got a hold on the play, and I think they're going to get Ludenbacher for the hold to try to get. And Dave, what did we say before the game? It's not the number of penalties you get in the game necessarily, but it's when they happen. That negates a touchdown, and that really, really hurts.
That is only second penalty on the Lions, or the first?
I think that's the first.
But it's a big one.
Yeah. Got to bring the touchdown back.
And they're going to tack 10 yards on top of it. So add insult to injury. You're going to wind up with it.
Honestly, I don't know how Barton got to the end zone anyway.
Made that little sidestep move to cut it back toward the middle of the field. So it's 1st and 17. Going to wrap him up, toss him to the turf. And it's going to be a loss on the play of about 4 yards for the Lions.
Well, I think maybe Carterville's going to the well one too many times because they've run that play many, many times this year. And I think teams are starting to key on it. What I would do is have Hellriegel pump fake and have another wide receiver go deep because everybody's looking for that bubble screen.
Look to the right, turn around, read the progression, the backside receiver. Carterville has a 1-point lead here with 10.
They're going to call a timeout.
Play clock down to 1. Timeout, Carterville and Coach Brett Dial. Let's take a break. We'll pause 30 seconds. Carterville nursing a 1-point lead with 10:50 remaining here in the ball game. This is Lions football, News Radio WJPF.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Service, Carterville, is a locally owned and operated business serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years, specializing in much more than commercial or residential lawn care. Joseph McMahon and his crew can do snow removal, bush hogging, tree trimming, or tree removal, landscaping maintenance, and much more. Call 534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. 534-8148. That's 534-8148.
Big Rangers lead the Heron Tigers 27-0, 47-7 the score. Nashville over Anna Jonesboro. Chester leads Sparta 48-0. Here it's 21-20 with 10:50 remaining in the contest. The Lions have the football, 2nd and 20 from their own 47. Lutenbacher drops back, wants to throw. Right side, finds his receiver, Peyton Biddle. That's a big gain as it's going to put Carterville at 3rd and short.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable. Nice throw by Hellriegel to get it in that small window. Biddle just found an opening and stayed there. Hellriegel found him. So now maybe Carterville's in 4-down territory. Maybe.
Well, nice job by Biddle. Those safeties were playing deep. He just found that soft spot in front of the safeties. The rifle throw from Hellriegel. Carterville's working a 3rd and 4 here. The snap, the give, and Carterville's going to be wrapped up right there as it was Townsend Barton on the carry. No, excuse me, Ethan Lanham on the carry. So Carterville dropped a yard there, and it's going to bring up 4th down now for the Lions.
And it looks like the Lions are going to go for it. I think the way Coach Dial is looking at this, he does not want to give Quoin the ball back.
No.
I think he wants to get this 1st down.
I just want him to know I concur with that decision. I don't want to give Quoin the ball back.
Yeah.
It's 4th and 3 from the 36-yard line. One receiver near side. One in the slot right side. That's Biddle. It's the little quick pitch to Biddle. He's not going to be able to get it. Nice pursuit by the Indians defense. They bring Peyton Biddle down, a loss of 2, and Carterville is giving the ball back to the Quoin Indians on the change of possession.
I don't like that call because Carterville has not been able to run to the outside. They've not been able to get to the edge all game long. I think you put the ball in Hellriegel's hands. I think you have him throw the ball, or if he has to, take off and run. Just didn't really understand that play call.
It's going to be 1st and 10 rather, from the 39-yard line for the Indians. Carterville's D didn't need to make a stop before. They do now. Indians trail by 1, 21-20. David Lee, the quarterback, takes the snap, gives it to his running back in Nick Brown, and he just plows his way into the line.
That's
that offensive line.
Generous spot with a guy on the far side.
Yep, he's going to mark it.
He never got to the 40. He never got to the 44.
That's a yard difference between the two.
Yeah, he never got there.
So where do they mark it? They give it to the one the furthest forward.
Yeah, it's a little short of the 44, but I don't think that was a good spot for Carterville.
2nd and 6 from their own 43-yard line. The fans here at Carterville getting restless, trying to encourage the defense. 2nd and 6 from the 43. David Lee, the quarterback, from the shotgun, takes a snap, throws it right side. It's caught short of the 50, across the 50. 1st down for the Indians.
Yeah, high percentage pass. Just get it to one of your speedy wide receivers and see what he can do in the open field.
Clock rolls. 8.5 remaining in the game. Carterville nursing that 1-point lead. 1st and 10 from the 47 of Carterville. They spread 2 receivers to the left side. Actually 3 to the left side. 2 to the near side. Will they throw? He looks to throw. Lee throws, pumps down the middle, overthrows his receiver by about 5 yards. It falls incomplete. Carterville caught a break there. because he had beaten the defender for the Lions.
Yeah, I think that was Barton he beat. The other thing it does is it stops the clock. So now you got 2nd and 10. DuQuoin's been a little bit more willing to throw the ball in the second half than they did the first half. They know they got Carterville looking for the run.
2nd and 10 from the 47. 8:03 on the clock. Again, it's the give to the running back. Out, finds room out across the 40. Down near the 30-yard line is on the carry, Jonathan Hamilton. Another first down for the Indians.
Yep, this is what we saw in the first half. Now Carterville has a player down. I think that's Zachariah Miller. They could ill afford to lose him on defense.
Zach Miller, a staple of that defensive line for the Lions. And trainer Mike Trout out for the Lions. We're going to take a break. We'll pause 30 seconds. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in beautiful downtown Carterville, where they do installs or repairs. Call 985-2502 and get back to comfort this season. Proudly supporting Carterville Lions. We'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game coming up in our post-game report. And then tune in tomorrow morning. Listen to Murph and Hudson as they kick off Sports Voice starting at 8 o'clock. We'll name this week's Team of the Week. And then tomorrow afternoon, starting at 3 o'clock, Sports Voice on location. The Salukis return home for the home opener against Dayton. And we'll have Sports Voice on location live from Saluki Row starting at 3 o'clock.
One of Carterville's offensive linemen, starting offensive line, Hayden Morse, having to come in now and do double duty with the injury to Miller.
7:52. Clock rolls here. Indians have the football. And it's David Lee. It's going to carry it out to about the 35-yard line. They never do get him to the turf. Finally, they bring him down.
Well, you'd think that the forward progress would have stopped the play, but they didn't.
They just let it go.
Okay.
And another
big gainer.
Big gain, a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 now from the 23. Clock just rolls. Carterville does have the 1-point lead. They need a big defensive stop again. Can they get it? Lee takes his time. Play clock down to about 6. It's the give to the running back, Jonathan Hamilton. And he pops for a first down. It's going to move the chains, and the clock continues to roll for the Indians.
No resistance from the Carterville's defensive line. They're gaining 3 to 6 to 7 yards almost every running play.
It's called chunk yard, Scott Hudson.
Yes, they are. Boy, how big does that holding penalty look now?
Bigger by the second. 6:40. Hill. Give to Brown, the running back.
Well,
flag comes in. It's laying at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, that's in the area of holding.
Yes, it is. Lions broadcast is brought to you by SIH, where they offer rehab for acute, inpatient, and outpatient care. Visit SIH.net for more information. Holding Quoin Indians. That's going to march them back 10 yards. That's a break for the Lions.
Yes, it is. Well, DuQuoin is in 4-down territory, obviously, with down by 1 and late in the fourth quarter. So Carterville, this is a situation you want them in. You can't let them get those chunk plays, running plays, when they've got first and forever.
First and 24 from the 31. David Lee lobs it left side, and the ball's incomplete. Carterville's Peyton Biddle came over late. He was going to be there as the ball came down, but when I first saw that play develop, I thought, ruh-roh, there's nobody out there defensively. But
yeah, Biddle had a beat on it. Second and 24. Again, the Cardinals got to get pressure on Lee, too, when he throws. Cardinals not been in the backfield very often tonight.
No, they haven't. 6:17 on the clock. Second and 24. Ball was at the 31. David Lee, the quarterback. Pump fakes right side, passes up, overshoots, and a flag comes in.
Well, that's got to be pass interference on Carterville, I would think.
Ball is incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Carterville just shoots themselves in the foot. Oh, illegal man downfield. Excuse me. I take back what I said.
The Quoin Indians just shot themselves in the foot.
Exactly. Well, they've done that twice tonight, so they're down to 3 toes on 1 foot.
Let's see where they mark the penalty.
That's
the ball sets at the 36
that's a
now.
5-yard penalty, I believe.
You would be correct.
So, second
and 29.
Boy.
Come on, defense. This is a huge play. We've said that 7 or 8 times tonight.
I know.
But they get huger and huger. Is that the right one?
Works for me.
It's going to work.
It's our broadcast.
That's true. Who's going to tell us no?
Well,
so
what are they going to do here?
Move the ball.
What are we doing here?
Is it a spot foul?
Well, I think they moved it back 10 yards. It's supposed to do it 5.
So it's at the 31-yard line.
Oh, Carterville declined it, so it's third down.
3rd and 24 from the 36. Lee looks to throw, overshoots everybody. It falls incomplete, and Carterville has forced a 4th down and 24. I can promise you DuQuoin is not going to kick a field goal, so they're going to have to go for it, you would think.
Yeah, he's overthrown his last...
By big margins.
Yeah, last 2 receivers.
There's not been anybody even close. So just one more time, the defense of the Lions asked to get a stop. 6:04 on the clock, 4th and 24 from the 31-yard line. David Lee, 2 receivers left, 3 to the right. Takes the snap, rolls back, throws it down the middle. Man is open, touchdown.
Wow.
DuQuoin Indians, a 31-yard touchdown pass from David Lee to the Indians, Ethan Hill.
That should not happen. You should not. You cannot let a guy get behind you in that situation. And Braden Wakey was a defensive back that was the closest to the receiver, and that was a killer. I mean, he was wide open, Dave. He just ran right by the defender, and that hurts big time.
Yes, it does. 5:58. DuQuoin's running for 2. They throw it over the head, incomplete. So 26-21 is the score. The Indians lead it. Carterville's going to get the ball back, though. 5:58 remaining. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
Weller the Florist in Carterville is rooting for the Carterville Lions. Delivering to all of Southern Illinois, Weller the Florist is committed to offering the finest floral arrangements and gifts with services for all occasions. Owner Stephen Conter has been creating floral designs for over 40 years. Along with fresh and silk arrangements, Weller the Florist specializes in plants, gourmet baskets, and home decor. Need help decorating your home during the holidays? Call Stephen at Weller the Florist, 985-2851, or visit wellertheflorist.com and order online. Go Lions! Enjoy! The order breakfast at the McDonald's drive-thru. Tell yourself you'll wait to eat it at work. but it smells way too good. So you eat it right there in the McDonald's parking lot meal. There's a meal for every morning at McDonald's.
We'll make your morning brighter with a delicious sausage biscuit and hash browns for just $2.50. Grab it in our drive-thru or download our app and pick up curbside. Price and participation may vary. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Kickoff taken by the Carterville Lions, and it's down right at the 35-yard line. So Carterville has the ball. They're going to have it 1st and 10 with 5:58 remaining at the 35-yard line. And got to give credit to Quoin. They've made the plays when they needed to, and that was a 31-yard touchdown pass from Lee to Hill.
Yeah, and he was wide open. There wasn't a Carterville defender within 5 yards of him. And it was 4th and 24 or something like that.
Carterville needs a time-consuming drive here, but they need points.
Yeah, at this point, I think, well, there's still 6 minutes to go. You've only got 2 timeouts left.
Ball's placed on the near hash. Carterville moving from right to left on your radio dial. They need points. They need to kill time on the clock, too. So, Andrew Hellriegel, 2 receivers right. It's to give to Nolan Hartford, and he's popped and driven back right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him about 1 yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Lions.
I think Carterville's going to have to go to the air to keep DuQuoin's defense honest. They've got 9 guys in the box.
Hellriegel's going to try to get to the outside. He does to the 40-yard line. He's driven out of bounds just below us here at Lions Field. It's going to be a gain out of about 6 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 for Carterville.
Hellriegel on the quarterback keeper there. That'll bring up 3rd and 3.
From the 42. Come on, boys. Trips to the right, 1 near side. Hellriegel tries to get to the outside. Oh, he does. He makes a move, and that should be a 1st down.
Well, yeah, he might. Where the near sideline, boy, it's going to be close.
Near side official is on the line.
Yeah, they've already said
side,
first down.
Boy, that was close. And Hellriegel did a nice job evading the defense in the backfield just to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, he had to make that first defender miss. We dip under 5 minutes to go.
Ball's at the 45. 1st and 10. Hellriegel rolls right, gets it outside. Peyton Biddle's there, brought down inside DuQuoin territory at the 49. That's a gain of 6.
Those high percentage passes, just gain 3, 4, 5 yards of whack.
5-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 as they mark it right at midfield. Coming up, we will have our Ron Ward Chevrolet postgame report. Oh, nice play in the backfield, but a nice job by the defenses. On the carry, it was Hartford. They faked the handoff to the jet back. That's Townsend Barton. Gave it to Hartford at the last second. Defensively, the Indians were right there. They snuff it out. It's actually no gain as they get it back. The Lions get it back to midfield, the 50.
Well, David Lee, their quarterback, shot the gap.
3rd and 5 from midfield. Hellriegel's going to keep it again. Tries to get to the outside. He's going to be short by about 3 yards. So Carterville is facing a 4th down and 3, and you can bet they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they have no choice at this point, and this might be the game right here. Look for Hellriegel to roll out, have the option of throwing or running.
And look for that rollout to the far side. They're running the last 3 plays to the near side, the short side. They have 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Hellriegel does look to throw. They throw it near side. Peyton Middle has it first down. That's a big play. Keeps the drive alive for the Lions.
Now the sure-handed Biddle made a big catch on 4th down, and that keeps the drive alive.
From the 41.
This is getting a little tense.
3:24 on that game clock. And you know, that's what Brett Dowell says. We need to run some clock. Just keep moving the chains. 3:13. Hellriegel throws it deep down the left side. His receiver is Kelton Martin. And just over the edge or the end of his fingers. Led him by about a yard too much.
Yeah, and a little bit too far to the outside. If he leads him more towards the middle of the field, I still think it's overthrown. But Barton got behind the defender. Just a little overthrown. They went for the shot. They took a shot downfield, and it was there. Just couldn't make the connection.
Clock is stopped at 3:06, 2nd and 10. From the 41.
That's not going to work. They're waiting for that.
Yeah, Carterville's going to be looking at a 3rd and 9. As the Indians snuffed out that running play.
Yeah, I don't think you can run the ball now.
Nope. Unless
you're inside the 5 maybe, because DuQuoin is looking for the run. They're looking for the run, even though Hellriegel's throwing the ball.
How are you sitting down, dude?
I don't know.
2:35 and the clock's rolling, and
you know what? Maybe
we're down 5.
Maybe I'll bring some good luck.
You're making me nervous sitting there as I pace back and forth. 26-21. It's Hellriegel. Pressure from behind, and man, what a defensive play by the Quoin Indians, and big number 60, Waylon Meidler, that came charging in and buried Hellriegel from behind.
Somebody missed the block.
Yes, they did.
Somebody missed an assignment, and that might cost Carterville the ball game. Clock is still stopped now. Carterville only has 1 timeout left, so this in effect is the ball game right here, because if DuQuoin gets it back, Carterville can only stop at 1 time.
4th and 14 for, actually, it's going to be 4th and 14, officially 15 from the 46, because we have timeout on the field. Coach Brett Dial talking to his Lions players.
Well, DuQuoin hit a big play
there
on 4th and long.
Yes, they did.
Let's see if Carterville can do the same.
Under 2 to play. Minute 56 to be exact. It is a 5-point game. 26-21. Here comes the DuQuoin defense from the far sideline. Coach Brett Dial coaching up his players below us here on the near sideline. This is for the ball game right here. If DuQuoin gets the stop, they win, more than likely. Lions get a first down. They keep with it. 4th and 15 from the 46. Hellriegel rolls to his right, wants to throw. Throws it, lobs it up, finds Peyton Middle wide open at the 30, 20, 10, back goes down! What a play! What a play! 46-yard touchdown pass from Hellriegel to Peyton Middle.
How did he get that wide open? We just mentioned that DuQuoin had a big play on 4th and long and got a touchdown. Hellriegel rolls to his right, looks downfield, and I'm sure Biddle could not believe how wide open he was. Somebody missed an assignment for DuQuoin, and Biddle just scampered into the end zone after he caught the ball around the 20.
And, man, I tell you what, as good as they played defensively, DuQuoin, inappropriate breakdown, inopportune time for a breakdown, and Carterville takes advantage. 46-yard touchdown pass from Hellriegel to the spark plug number 4, Peyton Middle. The extra point, kick is up, kick is good. 2-point ball game, 26 with a minute 47. We're going to keep it here. Scott Hudson, and what a play call. Whatever happened. That's amazing.
Yeah, they let Hellriegel roll to his right. The defensive end on that side, which would be the left side of the defense, got double teamed, so he couldn't get to Hellriegel. So Hellriegel just looks downfield. He's probably thinking, oh my gosh, is he really that wide open? And Biddle was wide open, takes it in the end zone. And I tell you right now, there's nobody happier on the Carterville sideline than Peyton Biddle after he fumbled on the first play of this game from the line of scrimmage.
Oh, absolutely.
He has put the Lions on front. Now, DuQuoin still has 3 timeouts left. However, if Carterville can kick this ball in the end zone, they're going to have to go 80 yards in a minute 47, and they're not going to be able to run the ball all the time. They might mix in a run, but they're going to have to throw the ball.
So doing the kicking is Carterville's Evan Lennox. Big kick here. It's going to be short. It's going to be returnable. It's going to be taken at the 10 by the Indians. Out across the 15 to the 20 and popped right there. Who was that came in for the Lions? None other than Carterville's Jordan Cordes.
He was not going to let him go anywhere. So even though it was not kicked in the end zone, they're only going to start at the 20-yard line, 21-yard line, I believe.
All right, boys. Here we go. 28, 26, minute 40 on the clock. That's all that remains. DuQuoin 2-0 on the season. Lions 2-1. The first conference game of the year. An important game for these teams. They want to get off to a good start in conference play. Minute 41 remaining. David Lee throws it near side. Finds his receiver, Jaden Smith. He gets out enough for an Indians first down.
Yeah, and the clock stops. So that's almost like having an extra timeout.
From the 34-yard line.
Clock is now running.
Lee has his running back behind him. Throws it out left side. It's caught at the 35 and held up right there. Ball's on the turf. Carterville gets it back. That should seal the game for the Carterville Lions as the ball was caught and fumbled, and getting the recovery for the Lions. It is Peyton Biddle, I do believe.
Peyton Biddle caused the fumble. He may have recovered it too, but Peyton Biddle with 2 big plays here in the last 30 seconds. Holy cow.
What a defensive effort. Lions get it back. Minute 18. They can just run time.
That's DuQuoin's first turnover this game. And how many times, Dave, we talked about penalties at certain times of the game, turnovers at certain times of the game. DuQuoin had the worst time to turn the ball over.
DuQuoin players heads down on the left side of the line of scrimmage. A minute 18. They do have 3 timeouts, I do believe.
Yes, they do.
So Carterville will work from the shotgun. Hellriegel takes it right in the pile, 2 arms over the ball, and he falls forward. Comes out of there after a gain of about 5. And the clock is stopped with a minute 12 timeout DuQuoin. And wow, what an exciting ball game here tonight. Back and forth and back and forth.
It's like 2 heavyweight fighters just getting out in the middle of the ring and just slugging it out.
2nd and 5 from the 34. Don't forget, we'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game coming up in our Ron Ward Chevrolet post-game report. Thank you so much for listening. And if you're watching online on our YouTube stream, I apologize for the video technical issues. I understand the audio has been okay. So if you're still with us, appears quite a few there. What an exciting ball game here tonight. So it is 2nd and 5 for the Lions. 1:12 on the clock. DuQuoin has 2 timeouts remaining. Hell Regal's going to keep it. Bangs his way out near a first down. It's going to be just a touch short, bringing up 3rd down now and 1 for Carterville.
If Carterville gets his first down, DuQuoin will only have 1 timeout left, and basically after that, Carterville can take 2 knees and this game's over. But they've got to get the first down first. Now, what would even be better, first of all, you want to get the first down here, but it wouldn't be that terrible if you didn't get the first down here and you went for it on 4th down, because that runs more time off the clock.
DuQuoin does have 1 timeout remaining, as they just took their second. Scott was lining out. This Lions team on the road next week. Scott Hudson, we head to Union County and at Jonesboro to take on Wildcats, who were blown out tonight by Nashville.
If Carterville wins this game, I think the difference in the game is Carterville's passing game as opposed to as compared to DuQuoin's.
Minute 6, 66 seconds. Hell Regal.
First down.
First down, just enough. Just enough, and look at that. The clock rolls under a minute to go.
So you take 2 knees, ball game's over.
I think just 1. Once the clock is stopped while they
you got you got the 40-second play clock.
Come on, guys, it's not that close. Move the chains.
Yeah, they're going to measure.
That was not that close, so
no.
That's not a good spot for the Lions.
Unless DuQuoin's coach asks for a measurement.
That's possible. So where you see they bring the chain out to the far side. They mark it. Chain is pulled tight.
That's a first down.
First down. Carterville Lions, yes! With 56.8 seconds left in the game.
I don't know if we had the big game last week in Murfreesboro. We've had this one. I don't know if my heart could take much more of this.
So Carterville can line up in the V formation with no more timeouts for the Indians. Takes the knee. Clock rolls. They'll have to snap one more time.
At least one more time. No, one more time, and that'll be it, because it's almost,
they'll
maybe
snap
2
it
more
one
times.
Under 30 to play. Your Carterville Lions have won a hard-fought battle here tonight against the Quoin Indians. They let the clock roll down. 19, 18, 17. There's 15 left on the play clock. Hell Regal takes that snap. That's the final score. 28-26. Carterville starts conference play 1-0. They're 3-1 overall as they get the 28-26 win over the Quoin Indians. Stay with us. Our Ron Ward Chevrolet post-game report is coming up next. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
When you go mobile with First Mid, you have the power of banking in your hand. Download the First Mid mobile banking app and manage your money no matter where you are. Keep account balances at your fingertips. Deposit a paper check with just a few taps. And pay your bills or your friends. Just
90,
please, yes.
Don't sit still. Go mobile with First Mid Bank and Trust. Visit www.firstmid.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's the taste you grew up with, and it's still around today. Polar Whip in Energy. That's what I'm talking about. Polar Whip, Energy's finest restaurant. If you call this number, 988-9210, they'll have your order ready when you arrive. No long lines, no waiting. 988-9210. Oh, how about a bowl of chili? How about a double cheese? How about those sliced hot dogs? How about a hot ham? If you get a platter, you'll save even more money. Fried pickles, I could go on and on, but let me just tell you, how about lunch at Polar Whip tomorrow?
The Sweatshop Fitness Center on North Division Street in Carterville is proud to help train their Carterville Lions. A 24/7 facility, the Sweatshop has options for people of all ages and levels of fitness. With the largest Classroom in Southern Illinois, a full line of cardio equipment, personal trainers, a Nautilus circuit, and tanning facility. There's nothing they don't offer their members. Check out their cardio and weights classes through the week. Pay month-to-month or sign a yearly contract. Discounts available for seniors and first responders. The Sweatshop Fitness Center in Carterville. Still get them, Lions.
What a ball game. Carterville wins 28-26 over the Quoin Indians. And not just the fact that it's homecoming, and you always want to win on homecoming, but the fact, Scott Hudson, this was the first conference game of the year. Carterville moves to the left-hand side of the column. DuQuoin falls to the right.
Yeah, just an amazing finish to an amazing game. I really thought DuQuoin, overall tonight, I thought DuQuoin was the better team. But Carterville, what good teams do, they find a way to win. And Hale Regal delivered to Biddle on fourth and forever, on a play that you know, how Biddle got that wide open, I'll never know. It doesn't matter.
It was a 4th and 14 from the 46.
So, and right before that, DuQuoin had hit a big fourth down on a touchdown pass right in the middle of the end zone. Just a great game, a great finish. I know DuQuoin's got to be very disappointed. They thought they probably had this game won when it was 4th and 14, but give credit to the Lions. They have got an offense that when it comes, you know what, cutting time, that they can deliver and make plays, and that's what Hale Regal and Peyton Biddle did tonight.
You know, I can tell you, after practice yesterday, in the breakdown chat, Coach Biddle comes in and said, boys, this DuQuoin team, do not overlook this team. They are going to come in here ready to play tonight. Don't think that this is going to be a pushover. And, you know, he said, you're going to have to fight for this win tomorrow. I promise you. And that's exactly what they did, as it was a big fourth down play by the Lions, a 46-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Hellriegel to Peyton Biddle. That was the game-winning touchdown. Carterville wins it 28-26. The two teams break their huddles, and Carterville Lions, I don't know where they're going over to the hill. Yeah, and I want to say thank you to Mr. McCamish and the gang over on the hill. And that's where the boys are going. I don't know if we can see as they're saluting. We'll see what we can do here. But just to hear that cannon after Carterville touchdowns is a big deal as they salute the Hill gang over to our right. The cannon is back at Carterville. There you go. And what a ball game, Scott Hudson.
It was a good game. I mean, it was an old-style game. A lot of running between the tackles early on. DuQuoin's offensive line, I thought, dominated tonight for the most part. The Carterville's offense, they found a way, and that's all that matters. So they learn from this. They'll get better from this, and they go to AJ next week to take on the Wildcats who lost tonight.
Our Ron Ward Chevrolet post-game show continues. When we come back, Scott and I are going to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game. Stay with us. This is Lions Football on News Radio WJPF.
We use them every day. Dr. Mindy Moore at Family Foot and Ankle Center of Southern Illinois has a goal of making you comfortable. She spent years providing medical care for patients with foot problems from simple to severe. Treatments such as diabetic foot care, diabetic wound care, painful fungal nails, painful ingrown nails, heel pain, ankle pain, bunions, and hammer toes. Dr. Mindy Moore at Family Foot and Ankle Center of Southern Illinois in Carterville is a proud supporter of your Carterville Lions. Call 985-FEET.
Scott Ellett Plumbing is family-owned and operated. Owners Thad and Kate Ellett want you to know that they will troubleshoot and find your plumbing problems, and you won't have to pay for repairs you don't need. Prices are always approved by you before any work is started. They specialize in tankless water heaters, saving you money on energy costs. There are only 1 or 2 companies in Illinois that perform trenchless repairs on water and sewer lines, saving time and money. Call 985-2021 or find them at StadEllettPlumbing.com. Thad Ellett Plumbing, your local plumbing expert.
Ron Ward Chevrolet in Heron. We are teaming up to bring you the best deal on your next vehicle. At Ron Ward, we always have over 100 cars to choose from. You can shop our entire selection at RonWardChevy.com. Come test drive your next vehicle, and we'll have the car and keys ready before you arrive. Now that's teamwork. So come see our team at Ron Ward Chevy in Heron. We support all of our Southern Illinois athletes. We wish you all the best.
Ron Ward Chevrolet. Just straight field and low prices. Ron Ward Chevrolet.
28-26, the final score at Lions Field. The Carterville Lions open conference play with a big win over the Quoin Indians tonight. What a game. And Lions are lucky to come away with the win, but they'll take it. And, Scott, we need to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game.
Yeah, there are a lot of options in this game. Of course, Hell Regal, Townsend Barton had a good game. The guy that I like is Peyton Bill. Remember the first play from the line of scrimmage for Carterville. Bill caught a pass about 7 yards and fumbled, and that's when things really started to go downhill a little bit. But he made some big plays as the game progressed. None bigger than the touchdown catch on 4th and 14, and then to add icing on the cake, he not only made the stop on the receiver around Duquoin's 40, but he also created the fumble that gave Carterville the ball back, and then Carterville just had to run the clock out. So I thought that was big. So my nomination is Peyton Biddle.
Can't argue with you. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, called Joe. Peyton Biddle is our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. Joe and Lindsey McCann of Carterville have probably served Southern Illinois for over 20 years, specializing in commercial and residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, and snow removal. 618-534-8148. That's Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. Peyton Biddle is our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe.
Dave, another big factor in this Carterville win, Duquoin not making extra points on their first two scores. That really put them behind the 8 ball. I mean, if they make the two they missed, then we're in overtime right now.
Exactly.
So that was huge that Carterville has a place kicker that you can count on to hit those extra points.
28-26, the final. Coach Brett Dial is making his way up here. Stay with us. We'll talk to the coach next here on News Radio WJPF.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Service, Carterville. It's a locally owned and operated business serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years.
Let's see. I'll play the two coaches show spots next, and then we'll probably have about 2 minutes left. And that's it.
Okay. All right. So we'll take a break after coach.
8148, rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. 534-8148. That's 534-8148. Reach your fitness goals at Logan Fitness at Johnny Logan College. At Logan Fitness, the safety of their members and staff is their highest priority. So both the fitness center and aquatic center are fully open with certain restrictions, and masks are required to enter the building. The fitness center is available Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., Saturday from 5:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday from noon to 6 p.m. Logan Fitness offers a variety of membership packages, and a full slate of classes are available throughout the year. To find courses and register, visit jalc.edu/Logan Fitness.
Weller the Florist in Carterville is rooting for their Carterville Lions. Delivering to all of Southern Illinois, Weller the Florist is committed to offering the finest floral arrangements and gifts with services for all occasions. Owner Stephen Conter has been creating floral designs for over 40 years. Along with fresh and silk arrangements, Weller the Florist specializes in plants, gourmet baskets, and home decor. Need help decorating your home during the holidays? Call Stephen at Weller the Florist, 985-2851, or visit wellertheflorist.com and order online. Go Lions!
28-26, the final score. The Carterville Lions knock off the Quoin Indians in the first game of conference play, and Coach Brett Dial joins us here on our post-game report. Coach, what a game.
I really don't know what to say. I mean, I think that one of the things that we learn, as we coach, and the longer we coach, is get the ball in the hands of good players. And they executed, and they just came up with some big plays again. I mean, not only Andrew with the throw, and I guess his completion percentage tonight was pretty crazy. I don't know the numbers. just to make that throw after taking the hit he took, either the play or 2 plays before, I don't even remember, was big time. We had to take a timeout to give him an extra second. He just came over. He's like, "Ooh." Just like, I was like, "Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to walk for 2 weeks if I got hit like that now." And we did a nice job picking up the protection on the final play. Our backs picked up the end coming off the edge, and our right tackle did a nice job, and they kind of doubled their pressure. And we were in the corner, and he bit with the post, and Peyton was wide open down the sideline.
Coach, in this game, it's kind of a crazy game to the start. Of course, you had the fumble on the first play from scrimmage. But, talk about DuQuoin. I mean, they didn't really do anything fancy. They just ran the ball for the most part between tackles. They did go outside some, but they just ran the ball and they ran it well.
Yeah, to be honest with you, what they did tonight was what I was, and you can tell the game plan was to challenge our defense right in the heart of it, and they did. I mean, they just brought everybody right up the gut, and I mean, there was a lot of trash there. It was hard for our linebackers to get to anything. They were kind of protected by their line, and it was tough on our defense. I mean, our defense did a great job. When the ball did get spread out and they tried to throw it, with the exception of the big touchdown. I mean, I thought we did very well defensively, and I'm pleased with the defense. And like I said, snappers in the area, we're confident.
Like Andrew Hellrig
Gets that big, but you're right. I just didn't expect him to be able to run the ball as well as he's run it through 4 games.
Conference game.
We have an advantage there.
Get the win over the Quoin Indians. We are going to go on and take our final break here of our Ron Ward Chevrolet post-game show. When we come back, we'll put a wrap on this broadcast. Lions win it 28-26. You're listening to Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient.
Hey, Dave, what's this high school eject button on the hotkey page? You know what that is?
I have no idea.
Okay, it looks
weird.
When
we're done, try it.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electricity for all.
28-26, the final score. Your Carterville Lions knock off the Quoin Indians. Scott Hudson, wrap us up.
Oh, kind of a perfect segue with the music coming back, taking care of business. And that's what Carterville did here tonight. I mean, a very, very hard-fought win. Hats off to Quoin. I thought they played an outstanding game. Their game plan worked to almost perfection. But Carterville, as you heard Coach Dahl say, they've got playmakers. And that was the difference at the end. They had playmakers. Hellriegel to Biddle. That's probably a combination you're going to hear more and more as the season goes along. 2 big wins in the last 2 weeks. This team has found ways to win games in different ways the last 2 weeks. I think the confidence is growing for this team. Now they go on the road for 2 weeks. Won't be easy at the Pit. Won't be up easy at Nashville. But, boy, you got to love the momentum Carterville has right now.
And those next 2 opponents played tonight. Nashville got the 47-22 win over Anna Jonesboro. We'll be at Anna Jonesboro next Friday night. We'll have the pregame show that starts at 6:40 right here on News Radio WJPF. We want to say thoughts are with our normal producer-engineer, Brian, our pal. He couldn't be with us tonight. And, Brian, hope you're getting to feeling better. But we want to say thank you much, sir. D.H. in the house. He came in at the last second, as always, and took care of us producing and engineering here tonight. 28-26, the final score. Lions on the road next Friday night. Hope you'll join us. For my broadcast partner,